Hello everybody, it's late July here in the Northeast and we decided to take a little road trip up to Charles Rowe Supply Company. Charles Rowe is our model train supply store here locally in Massachusetts, and we just decided to take a ride up there and see what they had in stock. So after walking around a bit, we settled on purchasing these two pieces of rolling stock here by USA Trains. So the first piece of rolling stock here is the Pawnee Bear refrigerated car with the Union Pacific badging on it here. And then the second piece of rolling stock is the Union Pacific Extended Vision caboose. Now, we're not particularly Union Pacific fanboys or anything like that. We bought a GP30, USA Trains GP30 locomotive a couple years ago from a train show from USA Trains. And we thought that we would just add a couple of pieces of rolling stock to kind of complement that locomotive. So that was really the purchasing reasoning there. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna unbox them and then we'll take them out on the layout. So we'll start first with the Pawnee Bear car. All right, so let's get to some unboxing here. The box just kind of flips open from the bottom there. Took me a second to find that. And then it's got a little molded plastic piece in there to keep everything stationary. And then you can just pull the piece of rolling stock out here. It's wrapped in plastic, real nice. And then it's got some parts here. And in the back, it also has a piece of molded plastic in here, if you can see that in the back. So you can kind of sandwich it in there and keep it nice. If you keep things in the original boxes, we tend to put things in totes so that they're easier to grab when we put them out on the railroad, rather than putting them back in the boxes where it takes a little bit of time to pull these things out of the boxes to get them out on the railroad. So as you can see here, the car is wrapped in plastic. Go ahead and peel that back. And then you'll also notice here that there's a lot of parts to it. So it comes with hook and loop couplers, which we'll take a look at when we get it on the turntable to take a look around. But it also has knuckle couplers. If you're a knuckle coupler person, you can put those on. We typically stay with the hook and loop couplers there. Seems to be much easier, I think, to manage, but yeah, not too bad. It's got a lot of operating things here. We'll take a look at that. But yeah, so this is going to require a little bit of assembly here. We have some little pieces. Most of these pieces are like the roof corners here, the little brackets up there. The ladder pieces that will come up the side of the car here, and then some of these colored pieces here like the steps and the brake wheel and things like that. This is all pretty typical. We've gotten a few of these USA Trains pieces of rolling stock and they're pretty easy to put together. I think they just make you put this much together because it's so delicate that these pieces would probably break off from handling, like during packaging and shipping and things like that. So yeah, that's this piece of rolling stock here, the Pawnee Bear refrigerated car. We'll go ahead and put those pieces on and check back in. All right, so we have all the parts taken off the little plastic trees here. There's a little set of instructions here, very basic. They're not super detailed, but they do kind of tell you where some of these parts go. So we have these corner brackets here that go up on the roof, and you can see there's only 3 here because I already just test fitted this one here on top. So we got one up there already. And then we have these kind of ladder rungs, and here there's 2 sizes. There's a wider set and a narrower set. So you'll just find the holes and you'll just line them up and and put those in, and they just hold in by friction. You just kind of push them in. No glue needed really, unless they become super loose, then maybe, but I've never had to use glue. And then we've got these step-ups here. The yellow ones are obviously going to go on the paint side, the yellow paint side here, and then we have a couple of silver ones that will end up going probably on the ends. I haven't looked at that yet, but that's probably where those go. Or they go here. Actually, they go here under the door where the silver color paint is. So we're going to go ahead and pop these in, and then we'll be ready to go. You definitely don't want to force these parts in. They're very delicate. You can buy spares on the Charles Rowe website if you do happen to break any. I've been lucky not to, but I feel like I've come close probably a few times. Then we'll take this little corner bracket up here. I know my arms are going to be in the way. And you can see that kind of finishes off that corner there. There's some things on this side here. We'll just work our way down. The narrow side, the narrow rungs go on the ends, and then the wide ones go on the sides. But yeah. Super easy to just work your way down. They just pop in and you'll feel when they go in. So there you go, there's one corner right here. All done, you got the roof corner up here. Got the wide steps or ladder rungs here. You got the bottom step, and then you've got the ends there. So we're just gonna keep working our way around, and we'll catch you on the other side. All right, guys, so there it is, the Pawnee dark beer refrigerated car from USA Trains, all assembled. Again, you get the extra couplers here, knuckle couplers. You can put those on if you want. And then it came with a few extra rungs just in case you broke one or one breaks later on or whatever. You've got a little replacement there. I think at this point we got a number of these. And like I said, you can get these from the website too, the Charles Rowe website. But yeah, it's a pretty good looking car here. Why don't we throw it on the turntable and just take a look at all sides. All right, so getting a look on the turntable here, you can really see what nice work USA Trains does with these pieces of rolling stock for the price point. This is $88, maybe in some change, but $88 for the most part there. And, you know, it's got such a nice kind of old school paint job, you know, almost like early 20th century type of thing that you might see. Very convincing. It's got a lot of the specifications for the car itself, like the capacity, the weights and things like that. So a lot of this detail here written on the side of the car. And you can see here the details went on quite nice here. The grab bars here for climbing the side of the car. But yeah, pretty cool. Oh, and one other thing too here is that these doors actually open up. So if I'm looking at this little lever here, you just flip that up and flip it around like so. Just like a truck door, like the back of a truck door when you see them have the same type of mechanism sometimes. But you just open it up like that, and then it closes up. Latch it back up. Very cool. So we'll continue around. We'll give you a little 3/4 view there so you can see the details here. This is the brake wheel, the braking mechanism that we had to put on. So that bar, that wheel, and that little platform there was part of the assembly. And then from here you can see both the kind of ladder work here, the rungs of the ladder on the end, the rungs on the ladder on the side, and then this little bar here at the top, little grab bar at the top. That's all items that you have to install. And then quick look at the end here again, lots of these little details here with the text painted on the ends of the cars. And you can see we've got the hook and loop couplers here too. And then this side here is identical to the other side, so we'll just continue around. And then one other detail I wanted to show you is that in addition to the side doors opening up, these little roof vents here open up as well. So you can pick those up and then they kind of ratchet up, and you can open those up for ventilation as well. So those are also functioning mechanisms on this piece of rolling stock as well. A lot of these refrigerated cars have this. I think we have a couple of other ones that we purchased that, or at least one of the one that has these little roof hatches up here. And then we'll just give you a quick look from the top and the bottom here. So see if you can see the top there with the little walkway on the top here, the little roof support ribbings there, and then the hatch work. And then we'll turn it over and you can get a look from the bottom. A little bit of detail down here. Plastic wheels. So again, that's kind of within the price point, I think. All right, so that's it. That is the Pawnee Dark Bear refrigerated piece of rolling stock with the Union Pacific badging on it. So yeah, we'll take this out for a run and see how it looks. All right, next up is the Extended Vision Caboose. So we'll just do a quick unboxing here. This packaging is a little bit different than the other piece of rolling stock. This is actually in styrofoam here. So we'll just tilt that. Pull the plastic off. All right, so unlike the refrigerated car, this caboose here comes fully assembled. There's no little trim pieces you need to put on here. These are all already fixed on here. So you can see the little roof grab bar corners here that we had to put on the other car are already attached. Ladders, these little grabs here. So yeah, so this is gonna be super easy. We'll just throw this on the turntable and take a look at it here. The only other accessory it came with here is the knuckle couplers. So it comes standardly with the hook and loop couplers, and then you can add the knuckle couplers if that's your kind of style. All right, so this is looking pretty good. So let's throw it up on the turntable and take a look at it. All right, so we got our Extended Vision Caboose up here on the turntable. And again, it's got that wonderful Union Pacific color scheme here, that kind of yellow gold, kind of almost like a burnt yellow to me. But at any rate, just a wonderful color here with the red lettering. And then of course it has the American flag, which I think we're all pretty used to seeing that on Union Pacific rolling stock and locomotives and all that. And then the Union Pacific shield over here. So yeah, quite a nice looking piece of rolling stock here. And then it has, again, a lot of this lettering here that kind of adds to the authenticity. Get some nice windows here with some gray framing. Yeah, oh, and down here, unlike that refrigerated rolling stock car, this has these kind of gray suspension pieces here, but the wheels are black. I think on the refrigerated car, the whole truck itself was black. But yeah, let's give it a spin. We'll stop here and give it a three-quarter view here. You can see Union Pacific up there, or UP up there at the top of the cupola. Again, just a wonderful color scheme, but I think that's a nice view right there. And then let's get a straight on view of the back here. So you got the ladder here, you got these caution paint job stripes here, which are pretty nice. And then you got these realistic chains here next to the brake wheel. And then you got a door back there. I'm gonna see if this door opens. I'm not sure if it does or not. It might. Oh yeah. So you can see here, if I push it with my stick, the door does open. It's spring loaded, so you can, it just snaps right back into place. But yeah, looks pretty nice. We'll continue on and give you a little three-quarter view there. Then you can see the steps right here. And it actually says, watch your step, right on there. So yeah, very nice looking caboose. You got some utility boxes down here. And then the only difference, I think, between the sides is the direction of the flag and the side that the Union Pacific shielding is on. On the other side, the shielding is over here, and then the flag is facing that way. But that's on purpose, and that's kind of like the way the military wears their flags. The flag always looks like it's being, you know, it's flapping in the wind. So it's so if the train is moving this way, you know, the flag is flapping that way. And then if we go all the way around, you'll see here the flag is flapping in the same direction. That's intentional. And I think that's the way the military wears their flags as well. But yeah, let's give it a quick spin here. You've seen all sides of it already, but we'll just give you a good look here. All right, let's take a quick look at the top and the bottom. First the top. You can see the little chimney supports there, little detail, walkway, very nice. And then we'll turn it over, take a look at the bottom. Now, one thing about this car here is that it does have some lights here. So we've got some metal wheels. At first I thought they were plastic, but they're actually metal. And then you can see these electrical contacts right here. And then there's a switch for all lights on, all lights off, and rear lights on. So we'll take a look at that outside as well. We have a Boston and Maine caboose that also has lights. But yeah, we'll check that out. So that's pretty exciting. Again, nice heavy wheels here. I may have said they were plastic earlier because they looked plastic until I turned it over here. And I see that these wheels are quite substantial. And again, you can see those electrical contacts. So yeah, we'll test this with the lights on. All right, so there we go. There are our two new pieces of rolling stock, and then our Union Pacific GP30 from USA Trains. So I think it's time to get these guys out on the layout and take it for a run. All right, guys, I think that's going to do it for this video. I think our new Union Pacific rolling stock is looking pretty good. I think it looks great with that Union Pacific GP30 locomotive. Yeah, I like the way it looks, like the way it runs. So with that, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.